Watch. Put those right down onto the cake like that. Now watch this blue icing, okay? It's gonna hit the top of this right here. It's gonna start to ooze down into it. And as it oozes down, you see it?
There it goes. And it's hitting the other strainer now.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna cover that up, okay? Just a little bit. And now what's gonna happen here is as it melts down through the strainer, you're gonna see it.
It's going through.
Yep, you can see it going through, okay? So you don't need a lot of this, watch. It's gonna melt right through the strainer, okay?
There it goes. There it
You see
goes.
that?
That's so cool. Wait, let me look at
And when I lift these strainers up, so in a moment here, I'm gonna lift these strainers up, and as I do that, I'm gonna lift these up, and you're gonna see this beautiful pattern across the middle of the cake, okay? You get a little bit of pink right here.
Look, it just goes right through.
Mm-hmm. See that? And what you wanna do is, as it trickles towards the bottom, you want it to kind of make its way through the strainer before it hits the bottom, okay?
Alright.
So you wanna pour it a rate where it's just really, really nice, okay? See that?
Oh, pour it a rate.
Yeah, to where it can really just dissolve right before it hits the bottom, okay?
Okay.
See that?
Yeah, it's so fun to like watch one spot and then you watch it go through.
Exactly. All right.
It just like disappears.
I'm gonna do one more color, then we'll lift this thing up, okay? A little bit of orange.
Oh, beautiful.
Right there across the top. And then actually one of my favorites is this
goes.
green right here. Look at that, ready?
And let's watch it disappear.
So what it's doing here is two things are happening. It's making its way through the first strainer, it's hitting the second strainer, and then it's actually gonna find itself into a different pattern on the second strainer, okay? So watch as I lift this thing
So
up.
I see you're almost doing like colors of legs.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So I am kind of doing a little bit of this, but the cool thing about using the strainer technique is that no matter what you do, when you lift this thing up, it always looks good. It has a way of just making everything look perfect, you know?
There it goes. It just absorbs right into the strainer.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, these colors are awesome. They're so vibrant.
See that the way it just melts right through?
It just melts right through. Like, there it is. And then let's watch it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and there it goes. It just disappears, and there's the grate.
Pretty cool, right?
What's that?
So this is some sugar sprinkles right here.
Let me see. Show me in your hands. Move
Yep.
a little bit. Oh, wow. It's like...
And I'm just gonna sprinkle these over the part of the strainer that's not yet covered in icing. You see how this part is not yet covered in icing? Sprinkle that right
It
through
goes
there.
right through the strainer.
Yep, exactly. All right, you ready for me to lift this thing up and show you?
So if you are going to use sprinkles, it has to be fine sprinkles.
So I'm gonna lift this thing up right now and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Oh, it looks really good under here. Let me add a little bit more green and then we're good to go. It looks really good though, okay? But basically, if you can take a little peek, yeah, it's good.
Oh,
It's good, okay? Ready?
Let's see
A little bit more green.
green.
So it makes its way down the edge. You want it to vanish right before it gets to the edge, so it should do right. Yep, exactly. Look at that. 1, 2.
Oh my gosh, that one was perfect. Wait, let's see. Let's watch it go down.
And watch it vanish.
And then
Vanishes.
it goes. This one's going to be perfect because you're saying you want it to go all the way down, but then vanish before.
Yep, exactly, exactly.
And that's what this one did. Look,
All right, so a little bit
there
of
it
purple and we're
goes.
good to go. Ready? Purple. Oh my goodness, beautiful.
Oh, yum.
A purple, boom. All right, you ready to see it?
Yeah, I want to see.
This is the moment of truth. So there's always a moment when you lift the strainer where
There
you
it
don't,
is. The purple's gone through.
where you don't even know what it's going to look like when you lift the strainer on these things, which is really kind of exciting, right? Because a lot of times when you're decorating a cake, you see it happening while you're doing it. Whereas the cool thing about this is you kind of add your favorite colors, you pour them on top of this thing, and the strainer does all the rest of the work for you, okay?
Okay.
So look at that. How cool, right? Just gorgeous, right? Look at it sink right through. And watch it as it just vanishes right through the strainer, okay?
It just vanishes.
See that? Right on top like that. All right, let's go ahead and lift this thing up. Because really, what I want you to see is the design, not only underneath the top strainer, but underneath the bottom strainer as well.
It's like a two-part reveal.
Because don't forget here, there's 2 strainers, right? So however this is sinking through this first strainer, it's actually hitting a second strainer, which is causing a whole new combination of things. Cool, right?
That's so cool.
All right, so let's do it. Ready?
Wow.
Watch. All right, ready? A little bit more pink. We're good to go.
Okay.
Pink, pink, pink. Wow, that's a lot of pink. Watch as it just vanishes on the way through. Ready?
Vanishes.
Watch it. Ready? There we go. All right. Ready for me to lift this thing up?
Yep, let's
All right.
just watch this last part vanish. There it goes.
Let me twist this around extra so you can see the other side of this thing, okay? So the other side of this, you'll see through a little bit here. Can you see the icing? How cool it looks? Well, let's pull back a little bit. Let me see. I'm gonna lift this up. Ready? Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh! Oh, it's really pretty under here.
Is it pretty?
Yes, it's very. Can you see through the grate?
Can't hear move.
Here. Here, I'll give a little bit of color on this side, okay? Just a little bit, okay? Then we'll lift this thing up. Just right there. And watch as you see it drip through. Can you see it dripping through?
No.
You can't see it at all?
Oh, there it goes. Yes, on the bottom part, I can see.
You see that?
Wow!
Gorgeous,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
Okay. I'm going to go and lift this thing up and we'll show it to you. Because what's happened here is really quite pretty, right? There's 2 layers of strainers. And as this icing sinks down, look at that, how it just vanishes right through. You see that? Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and show you the reveal. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Last little bit of pink. We're lifting this thing up. I just want to cover that last little gap right there.
This is gonna be awesome.
It's going to be so cool. There you go. And you don't want to use too much icing. I think we're pretty much at the threshold of what you want to use. Otherwise, it'll start to get a little bit sloppy. So I think we're done after this green, okay?
Okay, and is it okay that the bottom of the strainer is not completely
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, the cool thing about this is it's hard to mess up, right? No matter what you do, it always looks good, okay? Look at that. The way it just drips down,
and then
drips down, drips down, and drips down, okay? See that? Beautiful, huh? All right. Moment of truth. You ready?
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. I always get a little nervous myself when I lift this thing up because I'm not sure if I use too much red or too much green, but it does have this kind of tie-dye effect on the cake that's just really pretty. To be honest, I've always been surprised. I've never been disappointed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So every time you lift it, it's a surprise, but never is it a disappointment because the